In this video let's write and see, first Java program. For that, let me arrange, folder directory, notepad, command prompt. So that, you can easily understand their interaction and response for each step I perform. Let's go to folder directory in command prompt. So that we can start coding. For our first Java program, as a first step, we need to create a Java file. I will name it as firstjavaprogram.java and then, we code in it. Now, using Notepad++, let's create a Java file with the name firstjavaprogram. It got created here. Now, let's write our first program. First, we need to declare the class with the same as our file name. As program starts and ends in public static void main string args, I am declaring it and writing a printout statement. As we done with our coding, now we need to compile it. javac is the command to compile our Java file. Syntax to compile is javac file name.java. Therefore, syntax to compile our file is javac firstjavaprogram.java. Once it is compiled, .class file gets generated. This .class file is also called as bytecode. Now, we compile the class using javac command. This generated a .class file for our Java program. Now, this .class is to be executed in Java runtime environment, which is also called as JRE. For that we need to use the command java. The syntax like Java, file name. Therefore, we use here Java, first Java program, to execute and see the output. Program. Let's run this .class file using Java command to view its output on the command prompt console. So, our program printed hello world onto the console. That's it. Now, let's look into other scenarios too. Let's rename it to my first Java program launch. As we changed the code, again we need to compile using the command javac and then go for the command java to execute and see actual output. Let's see what could happen changing code back to hello world and using the command java without using the command javac. As new updated code is not compiled, we have old .class file. So, it is showing the output of previous .class file. Let's compile it and run for latest with the commands javac and java. Now, we can see updated output. Let's delete .class file and let's try to use the command java. As we don't have .class file and trying to execute output, the system throws an error, could not find or load main class first Java program. Again let's compile and execute the class. Now, let's see keeping class name and file name different. Let's delete previous .class file and try to compile. Then, it throws an error as shown. It means, class name and file name should be same. Things we learnt from our first Java program. How could we create a Java file and make its compilation using command javac? Once .class generated, how could we execute that .class in Java runtime environment and see its output? Apart from this, we also come to know about other scenarios like writing code and not compiling using javac command. .class file won't get generated. So, writing code and directly executing for output. That is, using command java. Then, if we have previous .class file, we will get previous output. If we don't have .class, we get an error as, could not find, or, load main class for a class name. Next, class name and file name should be same. If it won't exist, you will get an error, during compilation, as shown. That's it.